My name's Ivan Seal. I work collaboratively with Project, which is the caretaker. I make paintings. The caretaker makes sound. Specifically using dementia as a template, series of sounds kind of breaking down. The work, I feel, it addresses thinking, psychology and cognitive behavior of looking at an object in front of you, which we call a painting, and the sort of glitches involved in that, which then you can apply it to memory as well. Kind of the impossibility that you can remember anything. It's just a system which we take for granted and we take as real. It's utterly riddled with holes. And I see the same as my relationship to painting. A theme in a painting can be something which is a long sort of manifestation of something over, it's like certain themes repeat and you can't get rid of them, and they're like ticks or like a scar. And then other memories can happen 5 minutes before, just on the walk between home and studio. And it's grasping that sort of temporal, that sort of idea of time as this sort of extremely flexible, stretchy material. It's more about trying to make something which, in its canvas or in its materiality, are personal. I cease to exist, and it exists, and it should be a personal experience. It seemed like there was a sort of underpinning attitude that there could be difference in how this subject was approached, or how this idea of memory was approached. I got quite interested in the idea of angels. Angels being a sort of like a machine which has a human face just as a cover, so we can live with it, but it's actually sort of like an empathy machine. And that's relationship to painting. I suddenly got quite fascinated with that. Kind of a painting could be a sort of a cybernetic machine which kind of feeds itself, like a sort of feedback loop. Seeing not from my point of view, but from another point of view. And that sort of otherness, that weirdness, that kind of absence presence was for me a key vein in the zone I went into painting. And I found that really interesting, this idea of going from one place into another place and then out of that place. And the idea that, you draw a circle, if you pass that circle, you're kind of changed. Something's gonna happen. And then when you pass back, you may return to how you were, I don't know, but there's definitely a zone of atmosphere.